Hello, welcome back to the boat shop. Today is March 20th, I believe it is, of 2024, and I haven't got a whole lot to report because I haven't been doing much on the boat here this past week. But I am getting a couple other things done. I've been using my water supply system out of the boat for my sink here, my laundry sink that I just use for whatever I need water for out here. And I had the garden hose running out over the top, and that was getting a little unhandy, and I was going to need to get rid of that at some point anyway. So I took that hose out of there and moved the sink over here, and I've got a barrel here that I've been intending to use for water for the sink. Well, back when I built the building, I guess. But I've never used it, and I went to hook that up, and I got a couple of old pumps. These flow jets are very expensive. They're $200 pumps, and they're supposed to be industrial duty and all that. And I've gone through a number of these, and I had a couple that I thought still worked, but this one here did not work at all, and that one there was not. I mean, that one didn't even turn on, and that one wasn't pumping any water. So I went ahead and ordered another pump, a different brand pump, something cheaper. You know, you think you buy something that's supposed to be an industrial quality and it should last for years, and they don't. I was getting maybe a year out of these, and versus 3 or 4 months out of those really cheap, 12-volt pumps. So yeah, we'll see. I guess the theory there is they're easy enough to replace. You just keep a couple out on hand and replace them as they go bad. But because it wasn't paying to go with these more expensive ones. But anyway, so I've been working on that, getting that hooked up, and I ordered a new pump. It's the same pump I've got in the boat. So yeah, and I'm also getting ready to build my cart to do the fiberglassing, to hold the rolls of fiberglass up on it, and then it'll be like a 4x8 sheet of plywood for the work surface. And I bought some actual bearings, and these are the bearings and housings here. These are for 1-inch pipe or whatever. This stuff is just a touch over. This 3/4 inch water pipe is just a touch over an inch. It's like 1.03 inches. So I was thinking I could stick that in my lathe and clean it off just a little bit in my lathe to get it down to 1 inch so I can use those bearings. But of course I don't have access to my lathe yet because that's in that building that I talked about before that's all full of junk. Yeah, so I'm working on that, getting that building cleaned out. But it's kind of cold and windy. Been cold and windy for the last few days. Now we got snow and sleet for the next, sounds like for a week. So I may not get that stuff done, that building cleaned out either, for another week or so. Kind of teased us with some really nice warm weather and mild conditions, and now it's back to the way March typically is. But anyway, so I want to get this transferred to that new fiberglassing table system. I'll get that built. So I've been working a little bit on that, and I think I'm going to try to get that a little bit more underway today. I think the wind has died down enough that maybe I can get this stuff moved out of here without everything blowing away. And especially bigger pieces of plywood aren't much fun to move when the wind is blowing 40 miles an hour. But yeah, so not a whole lot to report, not a whole lot going on. Got some wheels, some casters for the table here, and the bearings, and I should have enough. I think I got a sheet of 3/4 inch plywood I can use. Then I'll have to rip down some. I think I'll rip down those 2x6s extra 2x6s that I've got. I'll turn them into 2x4s or thereabouts, and use those to frame up that table. Because see, I got all those 2x6s up here that were rejects from planking. So I got a pretty good supply of those. I was going to buy some more 2x4s the other day when I was at the home improvement store, and you know what, I got lumber here. I might as well get that used up. So we'll go that way. But as you can see, maybe walking through here, I have done a lot of cleaning in here. It's yeah, this whole area here is cleaned up, and everything back to that workbench there is cleaned up, and I got this corner all cleaned up, and the workbench here cleaned up, and got mostly things cleaned up back there. So yeah, we're making progress in the cleaning department too. But I wanted to get things kind of cleaned up and reorganized, and ready for the final push on putting plywood on the port side now. But now that I got stuff moved out of here, there should be enough room to get my scaffolding in here and work on this side now. This stuff here is all insulation. This is that insulation that I put like in the engine room. And I'm going to put it up in the ceiling of the pilot house, or the engine room, and got a few other places to put it too. So I got more of this stuff to use yet, but all these big boxes laying around are not handy. But I put a couple of shelves up in here, and that's my hardwoods for working in the interior. I really kind of needed a out of the way place to keep that stuff, so it was handy and not in the way. And here's one of my battery packs I'm charging up. This is the one that I was running around with a little power inverter, running lights where I needed them. Kind of handy. But it is a sunny day today, and I got a little bit of power coming in here, excess power coming in here. Generally, I only use this little system here for this light right here. It's a night light. That's generally the only thing that's on this system, and then I use it for charging batteries periodically with my DC to DC charger. But anyway, yeah, like I said, unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot else to report. I haven't been doing a whole lot else, so yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, we'll let you know how it's going again next week.